What number are you going to wear?
I had to stay with 70.
Okay.
And I brought that up yesterday. Langley used to give me a hard time about that, Mark Langston, when I showed up. Joe, you got to change your number. Because I knew Langley from 1980 playing in Boulder, Colorado. And I said, Langley, I mean, they took when Don Sutton came to the Angels, they gave Don number 20. How dare he take my number? He and I always laugh about it. So I dropped 20. I considered thinking about it. I was also thinking number 49 for Bob Clear, who was my mentor here for so many years, the best coach that nobody's ever heard of, Babalu. I thought about that. But at the time when I was given number 70 unceremoniously in my locker at Gene Autry Park, whatever year that was, I said I will never change this number because nobody's going to want it. and I was actually right.
Are you the greatest number 70 in baseball history?
We'll see when everything's done. George Costas wore it, and when he came over to the Cubs in spring training, we had an argument about who should keep number 70. At the end of the day, I want to wear it all the way through, and we'll see how this all plays out. But I kind of gotten to like it. I kind of like it. When I see in Wrigley, when I saw folks wear number 70 from a distance, I thought it looked pretty good.
All right, a couple of things to clear up, just in case people aren't aware
Sure.
of your history. You intentionally walked Josh Hamilton with the bases loaded.
Yep.
That was when you were with the Rays. How much credit?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, please.
Okay, so you intentionally walked Josh Hamilton with the bases loaded. The Rays were up 7-3, 2 outs in the ninth inning.
Correct.
Okay, and it worked out. Did you? I know that somebody was it Buck Showalter intentionally walked Barry Bonds, I think, with the bases loaded, and that also worked out for him. Did you get criticism for doing that with Hamilton?
I don't, because it worked probably not as much. You only get criticized when things don't work. It has nothing to do whether it was the right or wrong thing to do in that moment. Whether something works or not is only that's how things are gauged or judged or remembered. But in that moment, Josh Hamilton was swinging the bat that well, and that ballpark in Texas, the ball just jumps everywhere. I didn't really have a great matchup. I think I had Grant Balfour walk him at that point with Marlon Byrd on deck. And Danny Wheeler. Danny Wheeler is doing really well for us. So I like so much better this moment of Wheeler on Bird as opposed to anybody in the world on Josh Hamilton. So that's what I did. I mean, so in that moment, it makes all the sense in the world. Now, when you get to today's game, with in greater scrutiny than that was 2008, I believe, and then you get all the fan scrutiny via social media. I think people may tend to walk away from that moment now and not be so inclined to do something like that, just in case it doesn't go right. I'm here to tell you I would still do it anyway. But things have changed. The scrutiny is higher, heavier. But nevertheless, in that moment, brother, in that dugout in Texas on that night, I felt it was the right thing to do.
And the other thing, there was an 80s song, Jenny by Tommy Two-Tone, and you had your 8675309. And then you fixed your lineup with 8 was center field batting first, followed by the shortstop second at 6. So that was on purpose. Did you get criticized for that?
No, I think people kind of enjoyed it because that was I think B.J. Upton, probably Jason Bartlett, am I right? And then Carl Crawford, 867, 5 Longo, 3 Carlos Pena.
Who was the DH?
7, 5, 3. That's a good question. Gabe Gross, I don't even know. I can't remember the year that I did that, but I'm thinking about the players that may have been involved in that. The Tommy Two-Tone lineup, brother, and I think we won. We won with it. So how could you? And that's the whole thing. Just have some fun, people, please.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not life and death. Sports are fun and games. They are, and they should always remain that way. Those that start treating it like life and death, please wake up and smell the roses.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.